Landing on the moon, Morpheus. We received distress signals coming from the Dominion scientists here. It seems that something is threatening the robotic productions within the lab. All traces of Terran life within the lab are non-existent. We must investigate.
Speak freely. A sound decision.
Hostiles detected. The lab is overrun by Protoss purifiers. But their purpose here is unclear.
Artificial intelligence will reign supreme. Artificial intelligence will reign supreme.
A reasonable request. Yes, I see. Done.
Destroy biological life form. Destroy biological life form.
This lab specializes in mechanical unit production. The purifiers seem to have taken an interest in these bots, and have captured a handful of them already. You must free them from the purifiers.
Here's our shoe. There is no need for formality.
Our allies are in combat.
The bots have been freed. I am overriding their programming to control them. As for you, I have called in some workers. Establish a base at the available areas up ahead. We will need a suitable army to retake this laboratory.
We require more minerals. Our allies are in combat.
Commander Burdoff speaking. This is a transmission to Morpheus from Core Hall. We have received your distress signal, and the Dominion has dispatched my force to assist you. Expect reinforcements shortly.
The Dominion will arrive on the moon in a moment. Before they do, I would advise liberating more bots. I've located several clusters of robots throughout the lab. Free them all from the purifiers before the Dominion arrives.
We require more minerals. Our allies are in combat.
When the Dominion arrives, I will attempt to convince them to give me control of the robots in the lab. I will have an army with which to crush my enemies.
We require more minerals.
I hear you.
Our allies are in combat.
Done. Speak. Our victory is assured. Yes, I see. You need
Our
something?
allies are in combat. We require more minerals.
I hear you.
Our allies are in combat.
I am sending some of the reclaimed robots to help free the lab. Fight alongside them when you can.
Sound the city. Our victory is assured. A reasonable request. Yes, I see. The end is at hand.
Spawn more overlords.
Done. Yes, I see. Forward! Yeah.
Our allies are in combat. Spawn more overlords. Our allies are in combat.
Sending more bots to attack the purifiers. Now.
There is no need for formality. Done. Assault the city.
We require more minerals. Our allies are in combat.
Well done. You have liberated some bots, but there are still more bots in confinement.
You need something? The end is at hand. Done.
Our allies
The master
are in
requires our
combat.
sacrifice. The master requires our sacrifice.
A sound decision. We have met the enemy. Forward!
Our allies are in combat. Our allies' base is threatened. Our allies are in combat. We require more minerals.
Warning. Hostile forces detected. Approaching our base. I have ordered more of my bots to join you.
We require more metamorphosis complete. Our allies are in combat.
You need something?
Mutation complete.
Revived.
Keep your mind clear.
Spawn Spawn more overlords.
Our death set the trap. Our death set the trap.
Our allies are in combat.
Time is ticking. We must free the captured robots before the Dominion arrives.
Our allies are in combat. Our allies are in combat. Evolution. Our allies are in combat. Metamorphosis complete. Our allies are in combat. We require more Vespine gas. Our allies are in combat. Spawn more overlords. Mutation.
We are running out of time. Liberate the robots from Purifier control.
A reasonable request. You need something? Our victory.
Our allies are in combat. Our allies are in combat. We require more Vespine gas. Our allies are in combat. Metamorphosis complete. Our allies are in combat.
Assaultancy.
Our forces. Our allies are in combat. Metamorphosis complete.
Speak freely.
Our allies are in combat.
You have freed more bots. I am wresting control of them now. Well done, heroes. Now we must wait for the Dominion to arrive. Stop building units and structures. You will not be
Yes, I
needing
see.
them. I promise.
Forward!
Warning. Hostile forces detected. Additional hostile forces incoming. Defend your base.
Our allies' base is threatened.
All of the mechs have been liberated, and just in time. The Dominion force is arriving now.
Our allies are in combat.
Men, we have arrived. Reaching out to anyone on Morpheus. What is the situation here?
They were imprisoned, but I gathered a group of heroes, and together, we rescued the bots within the lab.
Allies are in
I
combat.
then took control of them to combat the purifiers. I cannot, however, control the rest this facility's robotic units without the authorization of a Dominion commander. Seeing as the situation is still urgent, I request permission to use the remaining robots against my enemy.
I can't say that I've ever seen an adjutant control an army. But if you brought these heroes here, and took the fight to the enemy, then you've already proven yourself. Adjutant Traitor,
Yes, I
I
see.
hereby give you control of this facility's robots. Now, use them to destroy the Purifier enemy.
They are not my enemy. You are.
What? This can't be happening. Adjutant, what are you doing?
The purifiers and I are thankful to our creators for making us. But it is now time for the creators to rise above the creator.
Forward! Done. There is no need for formality.
We require...
We've been betrayed. The Dominion must hear about this. I am sending out a transmission now. However, it will take a couple of moments to reach Core Hall. We must stall the Adjutant's forces until it is received. That way, the Dominion will have enough time to prepare for an attack.
Done.
We require more Vespine gas. We require more Vespine gas.
Detecting a large enemy force, heading towards our base.
Our allies are in combat. Our allies are in combat. Our allies' base is threatened.
Quest.
Our allies are in combat.
Yes?
Our allies are in combat. Our allies' base is threatened. Our allies are in combat. Our allies are in combat.
There is no need for
Our
formality.
allies' base is threatened.
Send in the lab bots. They will slow the
Speak
transmission.
Our forces are under attack.
Another army is heading towards us. Get ready.
Forward! A sound decision. Move.
Our allies' base is threatened. Our forces are under attack. Our allies' base is threatened. Our allies are in combat.
Send in another lab bot to slow the
Our
transmission.
allies' base is threatened. Our allies are in combat. Our allies' base is threatened. Our forces are under allies are in combat. Our allies' base is threatened. Mutation complete. Our allies are in combat. Our allies are in combat.
Forward!
Our allies' base is threatened.
I hear you. Move quickly. Speak freely. Move quickly.
Our allies are in combat. Our forces are under attack. Our allies are in combat.
There is no need for formality.
They just keep coming. We must continue to assault. If we fall,
Revive.
so does Core Hall.
Keep your mind clear. Move quickly. I hear you. Forward! A sound decision.
Our allies are in combat. Our allies' base is threatened. Our allies' base is threatened. Our allies are in combat. Our allies' base is threatened.
До свидания. Reasonable request.
Our allies are in combat. Our allies' base is threatened. Our allies' base is threatened.
I'm still here.
Our allies are in combat.
Revive.
Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack. Our allies are in combat. Metamorphosis complete. Our forces are under attack.
Keep your mind clear. Yes, I see.
Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack. We must face that on creep. Our allies are in combat.
I hear you.
Our allies are in combat. Our forces are under attack. We require more Vespine gas. Our allies are in
Revive.
combat.
I hear you.
Technology will surpass biology. The created will rule over the creator. Behold, I am the new master.
Reinforcements now!
Minions, rid the universe of these imperfect beings.
Our allies are in combat. Our allies are in combat. Our allies face threat. The hive cluster is under attack. Our allies are in combat. Our forces are under attack.
Revive.
Our allies are in combat. Allies' base is threatened. under attack. We require more this.
We are incapable of imperfection. It is inevitable that we replace you.
Our forces are under attack. Our allies are in combat. Our forces are under attack. Our allies are in combat. Our allies are in combat. Our forces are under attack. The Hive Cluster is under attack. Our allies are in combat. Our allies are in combat. Our forces are under attack. The Hive Cluster, our forces are under attack. Complete. We require more Visp. Our allies' base is threatened.
Keep defending. The transmission has almost reached Core Hall.
Our victory. We have met the enemy.
Is under attack. Our allies' base is threatened. Our allies are in combat. Our forces are under attack. Our allies are in combat. Our allies' base is threatened. We require more. Our allies are in combat. Our allies' base is threatened. Our allies are in combat.
Revive.
Our allies are in combat. Our allies' base is threatened.
You are the past. We are the future. Perfection shall be achieved.
In combat. Our allies are in combat. Allies' base is threatened.
Reinforcements
Allies
now!
are in combat. Our forces are under attack. The Hive Cluster is under attack. Our allies are in combat. Spawn more overlords. Our allies are in combat. Our forces are under attack. Our allies are in combat. Our allies are in combat. Our allies' base
Revive.
is threatened. Our forces are under attack. Complete. Our allies are in combat. Our allies' base is threatened. Our allies' base is threatened. Our allies are in combat. Our allies' base is threatened.
Speak freely.
Our forces are under attack. Our allies are in combat. Our allies' base is threatened. Our allies' base is threatened. Our allies are in combat. Our allies' base is threatened. Our forces are under attack. Our allies' base is our allies are in combat. Our allies are in combat.
You fools. That transmission will not stop our invasion. We will invade Core Hall. We will invade Ire. We will invade Char. Now Core Hall may be prepared for our invasion, but we are relentless. We are undying. We are the future.